What's going on, guys? Mr. Techbot. It is Mandalorian season, and since season 2 is out, I decided it's time to get the 10-inch Mandalorian. This thing is detailed, it's fantastic. Plus, we're going to open up some other items that have recently come in. So let's check it out. What's going on, guys? Hope everyone is having a fantastic day and everyone out there is staying safe. As I said, we got Mandalorian. If you haven't seen some of the lives that Wayne Co does, I am part of his panel for this Mandalorian panel. Now, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but that's okay because you know what? This Mandalorian show, everybody can enjoy. Now, you maybe not get all the small things in it if you don't know the series well, but it is still a fantastic show, a great watch, and I've really enjoyed it. So I know every Saturday lately, I think around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there are a bunch of us that get on a panel and we talk about the most recent Mandalorian episode coming out. I happen to find the 10-inch Mandalorian available. I figured, why not? It is Mandalorian season. It's time to get the 10-inch. Don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but hey, we'll figure that part out. Plus, I have two items here that I've recently come in from Entertainment Earth as well as Pop in the Box. I haven't got anything from Pop in the Box in a long time, so I'm really excited to get this one because it's something I've been waiting for a while. I think I'm going to save the Mando till the end because the details in this thing is fantastic. And there's one, because I remember watching, I think when it first recently came out, JK Awesome did a video on it, and I thought it just looked cool. Again, I'm not a huge Mandalorian. I've got one other one up here on the shelf. I've got a couple Baby Yodas that I pulled from mystery boxes. I mean, not huge on collecting Star Wars stuff to begin with, but there's something about this 10-inch one. I even remember when it was, before it came out, I was like, man, I think I gotta get that one. Let's go ahead and get with these first ones first. So this is a Pop in the Box. As I've said in the past, I used to get subscription service from them. I may actually start one up again very soon, but I'm going to do it in a different way than I used to because they have a great subscription service. It makes it easy so you don't really have to worry about it. You know you're just going to get pops every month. But I had gotten they had a classic one, and it was great in the beginning, and as time went, it felt like they were just putting in old shelf items into the box. A lot of anime stuff, a lot of Fortnite stuff. You know, I'll know my hatred for Fortnite pops. There's too many of them. But I'm gonna do it in a different way because they've got so many different selections. I may do like a 3-pop, you know, from Marvel, a 3-pop from Disney, a 3-pop from TV, something of that nature. And go from there because I think that'll be fun, and again, it's something I gotta worry about. I know I get pops every month and I get a mystery box. This item, the first time I saw that they had released this as a Pop in the Box exclusive, I had to have it right away. I think I pre-ordered the day it got announced because it was so cool. So check it out. We have Ironheart. This is a great Pop in the Box exclusive. I thought it was fantastic. I mean, Ironheart's only been around since 2015 from the comic books. I actually remember reading her origin story comic book online. I actually didn't get it, and I know I've been complaining about online, but I ended up finding it because I was really interested in it once I pre-ordered this, and I was really interested in with the storyline. Now, as we know, Ironheart is I pronounce it as Ryrie Williams. It may be pronounced differently, but that's when I read the books. That's how I thought it was, pronounced. But Ryrie Williams is just a 15-year-old kid, genius. Lost her dad, was in college, and just decided to make basically her own armor, iron suit, from parts that she found around school, which was awesome. And she just made it herself, and eventually, of course, caught the attention of Pepper Potts and stuff like that, and thus the story goes on. But just a great storyline. If you haven't gotten a chance to check out the story of Ironheart, definitely go check it out if you can. It was a great comic. I think the character only got introduced in 2015. If I'm not mistaken, but awesome pop. So let's take a look at this a little bit closer because I think let's get rid of that. I think it is awesome. And like I said, the moment I saw this, just by the look, I really got to get that pop. And I liked how they actually did it. Instead of having the flappable ends, they actually put her completely inside, or did the 2 half pieces. So that is cool. I mean, look at that. It's just coming on out of, you know, the jets coming out of her shoes. That's just a fantastic looking pop. The color is fantastic. It's got this great metallic look to it with the gold in there. I mean, just every part about that. You kind of look at this whole thing. You got the jets in her hands. Every part about this thing looks awesome. I absolutely love this pop, and this is going to be a real cool addition to my collection on top of it. I've been waiting actually a while for this thing to come in. I'd like to say I pre-ordered this maybe 3 months ago or something like that. But again, you know, when it comes to Pop in the Box, as I've said, between Entertainment Earth and Pop in the Box, I really don't worry about them too much because, you know, I pre-order these things in advance. Yes, some of them may take a little bit longer than others to come in, but I know that I'm going to get it. I don't have to worry about, you know, did I miss a virtual event and I missed out a limited edition? I know I'm eventually going to get it, the product. So I'm not going to worry. I'd rather wait for the pop and get it in and really enjoy this. But I think this is a fantastic pop. If you guys have not checked out the story of Ironheart, definitely well recommended. Get the comic out there. I'm sure you can get it at any comic book store, or you can read it online. I still may try to find the original one at a comic book store because I think that would be a really cool add to my collection. I mean, I know I'm a Captain America fan, but like I said, it was something that just kind of found interesting. So this next one, I've talked about this before, and it as soon as I open up, you guys are gonna know I've got a weird thing with these. This is part of my, you know, collections that I'm going for. I've got too many right now. That's why I'm very hesitant upon starting something new, like the street art or something. Although I know that street art looks absolutely fantastic, but you know, I've just got too many collections out there. And you know, I know like Waynco says he's not a completionist, and I may never complete any of these collections, but I'm certainly going to try to collect any ones that I can get my hands on. And this is the Marvel Zombie Wolverine. Zombie Wolverine. As you can see, I've already got the Wolverine with the fake Walmart exclusive sticker on, because again, I bought this at Walmart and somebody screwed up and put the wrong stickers on here, but it's okay. I'm just gonna keep it that way. But I've got the regular Wolverine on here, but Entertainment Earth had a special glow-in-the-dark edition, and I just thought that it looked awesome. And I was like, you know what? I gotta get the glow in the dark too. In fact, I'm gonna actually have to get the 10-inch ones that I think just came out at Walmart if they still have any. I haven't even gone to Walmart to find my local Walmart to find out if they even got any more of these 10-inch zombies. I definitely got to get over there. There's something about this Marvel Zombie line that it's just, I absolutely love it. I think it's great. I just like the idea of it. The comics were awesome. I just like the details of these things. And when they first announced this line, I mean, they announced this line probably beginning of the year, and from the moment they announced this line, I was all over it. You know, I know a lot of people thought the Marvel Zombie line is going to be like the Venomized lines, although I don't think they've really released a whole lot of Venomized since this line started coming out. But maybe it is, maybe it's not. I know they got a Gambit one coming out real soon that I'm really excited to see. Let's take a closer look at this. Oh, tell just from looking at this that, you know, the everything in yellow is very clear, which is very different from this one. The yellow is very solid, where this one the yellow is very clear, glow. Now, as far as I can tell, the difference, the body style and everything is identical to to this other Wolverine. The pop itself is identical, just the fact that it glows in the dark. But I just love, I mean, again, I'm going to talk about it. I know I talked about it when I, opened that one up, but just the details on this thing. Let me bring this up a little bit closer. So again, it's a bobble because it is Marvel, but the details on this, I mean, look at the claw. I mean, it's halfway, his arm's halfway eaten in, and all you see is all the metal fingers and claw. Of course, you see the metal rib cage inside. I mean, just every part about that. Of course, the green all around his mouth. And you even see what's cool is even in the jawline right underneath here, you see metal. So, I mean, of course, we know there's so much metal in Wolverine. His whole skeleton's made of metal, and that's what gives him his long life as well. But, I mean, that's just fantastic. And the fact that they have the classic yellow and blue outfit for the zombie. I know that they recently released a X-Men series with Logan, but it had the black and yellow suit on it. I like the classic yellow and blue suit. I think it's fantastic. All right, so let's get to this big boy over here. Let me put him back. So again, you may not be like me, and you may just get one of the Wolverines, or you may get both of the Wolverines. I mean, really, it's up to you. Whatever you feel, whatever you're happy with in your own collection. I mean, that's really all that matters. I mean, I go for both of them. Soon I'll have the second Mysterio. I'll probably actually open that up later this week. I do have it in, and that actually got sent to me by a good friend of mine, so stay tuned for that video on Thursday. But I've even got the other Mysterio coming in. Like I said, I like everything about these Marvel Zombie Pops. I think they are fantastic, and just great pops. Mando with child. I mean, look at this thing. First of all, I can never get tired of just being amazed by the size of these boxes. I mean, it's pretty much the same exact size as my Captain over there, but just these pops are huge. Compared to getting used to always dealing with the smaller pops, I mean, this thing's just huge. So let me go ahead and take him out, because there's no way you can enjoy the detail on this thing without looking at it, without taking it out of the box. So let's check this thing out. This thing is fantastic. In fact, I'm just going to set this thing over here for now. We're going to keep him out for probably the rest of the video. Oh. See, what I noticed when JKL had opened this up is, of course, we all know the Mando is all about, the armor. And again, I'm not that big of a Star Wars guy, and so I don't know all the details on what things are called, but I know that those things he's gotten from the bounties. He takes the armor and he melts them down and adds them to his armor. So he's all about that shiny. But that helmet, I mean, you gotta look at that helmet. That helmet is so incredibly shiny. I can see my reflection in the background. I mean, if I had to do my hair right now, I could do it right in the back of this helmet. It is so shiny. Of course, it is a bobble, just like the big child. Now, I never wanted that big 10-inch child. It's just too big. But I think this is a perfect size. It's not overly large. I mean, we've still got the child. He's holding the child right here. And of course he's got, I did notice that. I didn't notice that at first. He's got his rifle, going off of his back. Of course, he's got the cape going. I mean, just every part. I mean, if you even look, of course, the classic thing with all Marvel is he's on a stand. He's on a Star Wars stand. But all the detail, even all the things in his boots, the armor all the way up, just all the little gadgets he's got in his arms and stuff like that. I mean, there's just so much detail on this. It is just absolutely fantastic. Now, I even got a fingerprint in here already. I feel like if I keep this out, I'm gonna have to polish this thing up a lot. It's so shiny, and you want to keep it nice and shiny because it is so awesome. Like I said, I've never been taken back by a Star Wars pop before. Again, I know that there are a lot of people that collect a lot of Star Wars. I know JKL Awesome does. I know if you ever watch Dainster TV, that guy is a huge Star Wars fan, and he's got a lot of Star Wars stuff. And this is the first Star Wars pop I can actually say that I got it, and I was taken back by this. I was taken back by how good it looks. They really did an awesome job with this pop. And you know, if you guys happen to find one out there in the wild like I did, man, you guys just have to grab this thing. It is a fantastic pop. And even if you don't have any place to put it, trust me, you will find some place to put this thing. I just think it's awesome. Now, for me, the biggest thing I got to figure out now is, do I keep him out of the box? Do I put him in the box? Do I stick him up top? I don't know. I mean, there's so many options here. Different from Captain. I mean, Captain, we all know what Captain is. The look of this thing, I almost feel like it's a little bit of an injustice to leave him in the box. The details in this is so fantastic. I mean, this is something, again, that's staying in my collection. So I'm that type that I like to sit on the line when it comes to you know, taking pops out. I mean, as you can see, I got these up here. I have no problem taking pops out because I think they're great looking displays. And first of all, I don't sell larger than the small pops because it's just too expensive to ship them. Just crazy expensive to ship them. So I don't even, you know, on my eBay site, you won't find larger than normal size pops. So this thing's staying here. So I'm actually thinking he may actually find a spot on top of the black light box over here because he just looks that good. He does. He just looks that good. And well, I can't stop looking at it. I mean, just, it's a fantastic looking pop. It's a great looking pop. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's the more and more I look at it, the more and more good detail I even see on the helmet. So again, if you guys get an opportunity, you find one of these in the wild, or you find a great price on one of these, you need to take it. And whether you say to yourself, I don't know where I'm going to put it, why do I need this, I don't know where I'm going to put it, just get it. It's too cool of a pop, and you will, trust me, you will find a place for it. But this thing's just awesome. It's fantastic. Well recommended. Now for me, it's good to have them in my collection and to know what the current value is, although those values change all the time. But it's always good to know, and it also is good for you guys to know, so that way, you know, hey, if it's a sought after item, you want to get it, you got to know what the value is. If you see it somewhere, someone's lowballing it, you know you're going to get a good deal. Or if someone's highballing these things, you know they're going for highway robbery. So give me a minute and I will be right back with these prices. All right, guys, welcome back. Now, going through these, I actually found myself to be very surprised. Now, we have the Marvel Comics Ironheart. This one has a PPG trading value of $15. Came out in 2020. Status is still available. Pop vinyl, Marvel Comics, exclusive to Pop in a Box. Now, the glow-in-the-dark one, however, is PPGing at around $65 right now. That's a huge jump between this. I mean, I only paid, I think, $10 or $11 for the pop, so again, I'm a little bit over. Next up, we've got Marvel Comics Wolverine. Now, this is the zombie Wolverine, glow-in-the-dark, has a PPG trading value of $17. Came out in 2020, is still showing coming soon. Pop vinyl, Marvel Comics, exclusive to Entertainment Earth. Again, I think I paid about $10-11 for this thing on Entertainment Earth. So again, good value. It might have even been 14. I can't remember. I lose track of these sometimes. But again, nonetheless, I'm still a little bit over what I had, and I think some of these, especially the Ironheart, is still going to go up in value in time. Now, the Mandalorian was definitely cool. This one was, I had gotten this one for $29.99 over at Disney Springs, and which I thought again was a great find. And this is the Star Wars Mandalorian Chrome 10-inch, has a PPG trading value of $42. Came out in 2020. Is still available. Pop vinyl from Star Wars. So again, I paid $30 for it. I'm already up on all of these. I would have been like to be up a whole lot more with that glow in the dark one, but I'm gonna have to check that one out. These are some great looking pops, and these are gonna be great adds to my collection. Now, again, I've said before, when I first got into this whole collecting game, I didn't know that I was, once you get that first pop, you think, okay, I'm just gonna collect a few here and there that I find in a mystery box. And then you start going through these websites and seeing all these pops, and you just find these, oh, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one, and it's just a non-stop. You gotta have them all, and that's pretty much what these have turned into. I gotta have all of them. I've got certain collections I'm going after, and I just think it's fantastic. Or I find a pop like Ironheart that I just think is awesome, and I have to get it, just like also the Mandalorian. These things have such great details in it that, you know, you just attracted to them. But nonetheless, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you are new and you enjoyed this video, I'd always appreciate it if you smash that like button, leave me a comment down below, as well as go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And after you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit the post notification bell, so that way you get notified of all the most recent videos that I do put out, as well as any live streams I do start. So I usually put out 2 videos a week, as well as I have 2 live streams that I do every single week, one on Friday, and now I've got Techbot After Dark on Saturday. Check it out this weekend. I've got a special guest friend that's going to come on and join me. And for all of you that are returning and have watched my videos before, thank you very much for following me along on this YouTube journey. I appreciate every moment you give me, because without you, I am just a guy talking into a camera here at my house. So as I like to always say, do what you like, do what you love, and always, guys, unleash your inner nerd. You guys have a great one. Enjoy. Later!